The Path of the Chosen Soul, a Stoic journey to inner mastery. Life is an intricate tapestry woven with trials, triumphs, and unexpected turns. Among the billions who walk this earth, some are called to a higher standard, a path of deeper reflection, greater resilience, and an unshakable spirit. You, the chosen soul, are not here for an easy journey but for a meaningful one. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of inner mastery, is your guide. Embracing the call of destiny. A chosen soul does not seek an easy life but a worthy one. If you are drawn to wisdom, strength, and self-mastery, it is because you are meant for more. You are not ordinary, you are called to be unbreakable in a world full of distractions and disappointments. But the path is demanding. It requires sacrifice, discipline, and a commitment to principles that most ignore. The Stoics teach us that our greatest power lies not in external circumstances but in our ability to master our minds. You are not defined by what happens to you but by how you choose to respond. When the world shakes, the Stoic remains unmoved, not because they are indifferent, but because they refuse to be ruled by emotions that lead to weakness. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught that we must distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Your thoughts, your actions, your virtues, these are within your control. Wealth, reputation, the opinions of others, these are not. A chosen soul does not waste energy lamenting what they cannot change. Instead, they pour their entire being into mastering what they can. When you face adversity, do not complain. Do not ask, why me? Instead, say, this is my training. Every challenge is a lesson, every hardship a forge that strengthens your spirit. The Stoics believed that fate is not against us, it is shaping us into who we are meant to be. Indifference to pleasure, unshaken by pain. A chosen soul does not chase fleeting pleasures. The world seeks comfort, indulgence, and distractions, but the Stoic seeks strength. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, reminded himself daily that life is short and full of unpredictable trials. He did not waste time on trivialities. He lived with purpose, knowing that each moment was an opportunity to embody wisdom. This does not mean rejecting all joy. It means not being enslaved by it. The Stoic enjoys what is given but is not shattered when it is taken away. Wealth, love, status, these are gifts, not guarantees. The wise soul remains grateful but never dependent. Pain, too, is nothing to fear. Seneca, a Stoic who lived under the shadow of tyranny, believed that suffering is only unbearable when we resist it. If you accept pain as part of life's rhythm, it loses its power over you. A warrior does not flinch at the battlefield. A Stoic does not flinch at life. Living by virtue, the highest calling. A chosen soul does not merely seek survival, they seek excellence. In Stoicism, virtue is the highest good. It is the one thing that cannot be taken from you. Wealth can be lost, friends can betray you, but your integrity is yours alone to guard. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are your guiding stars. Wisdom, see life clearly. Do not be deceived by appearances, opinions, or emotions. Seek truth relentlessly. Courage, stand firm in adversity. Do what is right, even when it is hard. Fear nothing but dishonor. Justice, treat others with fairness and integrity. Do not repay evil with evil, rise above pettiness. Temperance, master yourself. Do not be ruled by desire or fear. Balance is the foundation of strength. Silence and strength, the hidden power. The world is loud. Everyone seeks attention, validation, and praise. A chosen soul moves in silence. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. Let your actions speak. Train in private, build in secret, and let results be your voice. In a world of distractions, cultivate stillness. Marcus Aurelius would retreat into his mind, finding peace amidst chaos. Seneca reminded us that a wise person is content in solitude. True power does not come from seeking applause but from mastering oneself when no one is watching. Memento mori, the ultimate wake-up call. You will die. This is not a tragedy, it is the ultimate truth. The Stoics embraced this reality, not with fear but with urgency. If today were your last day, would you be proud of how you lived? Memento mori, remember you must die. Let this thought drive you to live with meaning. Do not waste time on trivial grudges, distractions, or fears. A chosen soul does not delay their greatness. They act now, with full conviction, because tomorrow is never promised. Amor Fati, love your fate. A chosen soul does not resist life, they embrace it fully. Amor Fati means to love your fate, not just accept it. Whatever happens, welcome it as necessary for your growth. Good fortune, be grateful. Hardship, be grateful. Everything is a lesson, everything is fuel. Nietzsche, inspired by the Stoics, said, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity." This is the ultimate freedom, not needing life to go your way but finding power in whatever way it goes. The way forward, your unshakable path. You are not here for mediocrity. You are here to walk a higher path. You will not be understood by many, but that is the cost of greatness. Stay firm in your principles. Train your mind daily. Let discipline be your companion and virtue your armor. The world will try to shake you. Let it. You were not made to be ordinary. You were made to stand tall when others fall. A chosen soul does not seek comfort, they seek mastery. Walk forward, unshaken. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The chosen soul walks a lonely path, not because the world is cruel, but because true mastery is a road few dare to travel. The Stoics understood this well. To be set apart is not a curse but a sign of your calling. You are not here to live as the crowd does. You are here to cultivate strength in silence, to seek wisdom in solitude, to endure hardship without complaint. Each day is a test, and each moment a choice. Will you act in accordance with your highest self, or will you be swayed by fleeting emotions? Will you stand firm in virtue, or will you fall to impulse and fear? The choice is yours, always. Discipline is your ally. Do not wait for motivation, it is fickle and unreliable. Wake up early, train your body, sharpen your mind. Read, reflect, and grow. When others waste time seeking comfort, you will be forging yourself into something greater. Let your actions be a testament to your commitment. Let your life be a reflection of your philosophy. In moments of doubt, return to the wisdom of the ancients. Marcus Aurelius, burdened by the weight of an empire, reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When the world seems chaotic, anchor yourself in this truth. Nothing can shake the one who has mastered themselves. Pain will come, loss is inevitable, people will betray you, fortunes will change, and the body will grow weak with time. But none of this is truly yours to control. What is yours is how you respond. The Stoic does not curse fate, they embrace it. Amor fati, love your fate. Not merely endure it, not merely accept it, but love it. See every challenge as an opportunity to grow, every hardship is a teacher, every loss is a lesson in detachment. True power lies in indifference to things that do not matter. Do not be concerned with the opinions of others. Do not seek validation from the crowd. You know your path, you know your principles. That is enough. Walk with quiet confidence, knowing that your worth is not measured by external applause but by the integrity with which you live. There will be days of struggle. Days when your mind is clouded with doubt, when your body is weary, when you question if this path is worth it. In those moments, remember, a strong soul is not forged in ease but in trial. The fire that melts the weak only tempers the strong. Keep going, keep building, keep refining yourself. You are not owed anything. No one is coming to save you. The world does not guarantee fairness, nor does it care for your expectations. This is not a reason for despair but for liberation. You are free from the illusions that trap so many. Free from entitlement, from self-pity, from the need for things to be different than they are. This is where true strength begins, not in changing the world, but in changing yourself. Practice stillness. In a world of noise, learn to be silent. Do not react impulsively. Observe, listen, reflect. The more you master yourself, the less power external forces have over you. When insulted, do not retaliate. When wronged, do not seek revenge. These are the traps of the undisciplined mind. Instead, remain steady. Show by your actions that you are unshaken. That is true power. Time is your most valuable possession. Do not waste it on trivialities. Do not squander it on distractions, on mindless indulgences, on things that add no meaning to your life. Every day, ask yourself, have I lived well? Have I acted with wisdom? Have I upheld my principles? If not, correct yourself. If so, continue with conviction. Fear nothing but regret, not failure, not hardship, not even death. The only tragedy is to have lived without purpose, to have reached the end and realized you never truly lived. The Stoic walks with death as their constant companion, not in fear, but as a reminder to live fully. Memento mori, remember, you must die. Let this knowledge fuel you, drive you, keep you from wasting a single moment. Do not seek an easy life. Seek a meaningful one. Comfort weakens the soul, struggle strengthens it. Take cold showers, train in discomfort, practice self-denial. Not to punish yourself, but to build resilience. When hardship comes, and it will, you will not be broken. You will be prepared. Let your actions speak louder than your words. In a world obsessed with appearances, be substance. While others seek attention, seek mastery. Let the results of your efforts be your proof. A tree does not announce its growth, yet in time, it stands tall for all to see. Be like that tree, rooted, steady, growing in silence. People will misunderstand you. They will question why you do not live as they do. Let them. You do not need to explain yourself to those who cannot see beyond the surface. Simply continue on your path. With time, your life will be the answer. Practice gratitude, not for material things, but for life itself. For the air in your lungs, the lessons in your struggles, the opportunity to grow each day. Gratitude is the mark of the wise. To see beauty in simplicity, to find contentment in discipline, to recognize that every moment is a gift, this is true wealth. You will not always feel strong. There will be days when doubt creeps in, when motivation fades. That is why discipline must be your foundation. Do not rely on emotions. They change like the wind. Principles, however, endure. Decide now who you will be. Commit to it, relentlessly, regardless of how you feel in any given moment. Hold yourself to the highest standard. Not for others, not for recognition, but because excellence is its own reward. Live in such a way that if you were to die today, you would have no regrets. And when the time comes, when you stand at the edge of your final moment, may you look back not with fear, but with pride. Not with sorrow for what was left undone, but with satisfaction for a life well lived. A life of discipline, wisdom, strength. A life worthy of the chosen soul that you are. You have already walked far on this path, and yet the journey continues. The chosen soul is never finished, never satisfied with mere survival. You are called to something greater, not comfort, not applause, but mastery. Mastery of self, mastery of mind, mastery of life itself. Each day, the world will test you. It will throw distractions in your way, tempt you with ease, attempt to pull you back into the illusions that bind the many. But you are not like the many. You have chosen to see clearly, to reject what is fleeting and build what is eternal. What is eternal? Virtue, strength, discipline, the unshakable spirit that neither pleasure nor pain can move. When fortune smiles upon you, you remain the same. When hardship comes, you remain the same. This is the mark of the Stoic, the unwavering center in a world of chaos. But do not be mistaken. This path is not about emotionless detachment. It is about control. Feel what you must feel, but do not be ruled by it. Grief may touch you, but it does not consume you. Anger may rise, but it does not dictate your actions. Fear may whisper, but it does not determine your steps. You are the master, not the servant. Every day, you train. Not just the body, but the mind. The way a warrior sharpens his sword, you sharpen your thoughts. You question your fears, are they real, or are they only shadows? You challenge your desires, did they serve you, or did they weaken you? You reflect on your actions, did they align with your highest self, or have you drifted? This is the work of the chosen soul. Constant refinement, endless sharpening. The world will not hand you mastery. You must carve it out with discipline and persistence. Do not fear discomfort, lean into it, seek it. The Stoics understood that the body and mind grow weak in luxury. They fasted, they slept on hard ground. They practiced going without, not because suffering is good in itself, but because it builds resilience. If you can endure what is difficult by choice, you will not break when difficulty comes unbidden. Ask yourself daily, what am I avoiding? What comforts have softened me? Where am I still ruled by impulse? Then take action. If you fear being alone, spend time in solitude. If you cling to possessions, give some away. If you chase approval, practice silence. Freedom is not found in getting more, but in needing less. Your time is limited. Do not waste it in trivial pursuits. While others seek entertainment, seek wisdom. While they drown in distractions, cultivate stillness. While they chase pleasure, pursue discipline. This is not a sacrifice, it is an investment in your own strength. There is a cost to this path. You will be misunderstood. You will be questioned. The crowd will wonder why you do not seek what they seek. Why you do not indulge, complain, chase comfort, react as they do. Let them wonder. You do not need their understanding. Your life is your answer. Let your actions speak. Let your results be your proof. The chosen soul does not need to announce their journey. They simply walk it, and in time, the difference is undeniable. You do not control outcomes, only effort. The Stoic does not obsess over results, because results are never guaranteed. What is guaranteed? Your ability to show up, to do the work, to act in accordance with your values, regardless of external circumstances. Success is not in the reward, but in the act itself. There will be setbacks. You will fail. You will fall short. Expect it. Accept it. Then rise again. Failure is not the enemy, weakness is. And weakness is not in falling, it is in refusing to rise. When hardship comes, do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask, "What is this teaching me?" Every difficulty is a lesson. Every loss is an opportunity. The chosen soul does not curse their trials, they welcome them as the fire that purifies, the hammer that forges. Your body will age, your strength will fade, your possessions will pass into other hands. But your character, that is yours alone to shape. The work you do on yourself will outlast everything else. Build wisely. One day, you will take your last breath. It may come suddenly, or it may come after long years. Either way, it is coming. Memento mori. Let this thought guide you, not into fear, but into urgency. Live in such a way that, if death came tomorrow, you would have nothing left unsaid, undone, unfulfilled. Do not postpone your greatness. Do not wait for a better time. There is no better time. There is only now. If you must be disciplined now. If you must be courageous now. If you must let go of distractions, let go now. One day, your name will be forgotten. Your achievements will fade. Even the greatest emperors of Rome, who ruled the known world, are now only dust and words in history books. But this is not a reason for despair. It is a reason for freedom. You are released from the need to impress, to leave a legacy, to be remembered. What matters is not what remains after you, but how you live now. Be present. Be awake. Each breath is a gift. Each moment an opportunity. Do not let them slip away unnoticed. The chosen soul does not need external rewards. The path itself is the reward. The strength you build, the wisdom you cultivate, the mastery you achieve, these are their own justification. Live as if every action matters, because it does. Live as if every choice defines you, because it does. Live as if your time is running out, because it is. And when your final moment comes, may you meet it with calm. Not with fear, not with regret, but with the quiet confidence of one who has lived well. One who has walked the path without wavering. One who has remained steadfast, disciplined, and true. This is the way of the chosen soul. This is the way of the Stoic.